Hi, this is the first one on a face-to-face with my old camera for a long time really, so I thought I'd just do this quick one just to say where the 262 video you may have just watched previously was done, and I didn't do any updates for that kit because I didn't feel very well because I had COVID for about a week and a half, and I've still got a cough which is sometimes comes on when I don't least expect it, and I have to a bit of a coughing fit as it were, and still get a bit of a runny nose, but the rest of it's okay. But I was tested twice positive, and then I've had 3 tests since then, and I'm negative now, so I'm okay, and I'm running around like good at the moment, but it's just the cough that sometimes causing me problems. So I thought I'd just do a video to just explain why I didn't do any updates. I didn't even feel the energy to do it updates, and I was coughing so much it was pointless. I only had little sessions where I didn't cough, and that's why I was doing spraying when I could, and thankfully I wore my mask, and I did, because when I first started putting it on I kept coughing, so when I got it on and I didn't cough, I thought right, so I'll do some spraying, and that's what I did. So that's how I got the actual 262 done, and it really enjoyed that build completely. So but the next build is with Greg Riley again, and he's doing a great job on his Merkava, and I wish I'd go a bit further sometimes to actually do that, but I don't, and Swisher would know as well. I'm not a really dirty vehicle weatherer, so, and that's the reason why I don't go too far. I think went further on some of the other things, like the Tiger one I did with 217, and me 8-wheel armour car, I did that as well, and on me original Omega, is it, or Amiga, the actual T55 in Iraqi service. Love that vehicle, and I did with that, and that was quite heavily chipped and then everything, so I quite enjoyed that. But me Merkaverse stayed reasonably clean. Anyway, so I will do one eventually with that sort of heavy weathering, and it may be the next one. I won't say what the next one is yet, but it's coming up very shortly with regards to me and Greg Riley. He's actually completing the rest of his build, because he always does the kit, and then he did do 2 kits technically with his Mercury. He did the actual tank, and then he actually done the plough on the front. So that's 2 kits within itself, and then he's actually making a little dio for it as well. So that's another reason. So he enjoys that. I mean, I enjoyed doing the dio. It's just the room it takes up in my cabinet. So basically, I've got enough a couple of dials in the future ready to do, but so I will be doing some in the future. So anyway, but this is, I've mentioned it in before last. This is going to be my next outside build, because what it is, but when I finish normally, Greg's still got it, even on his next build he's got 2 kits to build plus a dio for it. So when I finish my vehicle, then I can go on and do something like another aeroplane, which is quite good for me, and it still keeps the hobby going, and we're still bodybuilding at the same time, and I still send Greg updates on how I'm going with this build, and we've been doing that for ever since we started doing our bodybuild. So yeah, and I'm just let you show in the kit. As you can see, I've got some PE here, and some masks, or masks as I like to say, and the colour formats. There is another one with 20 kills, I think, is it, or 19 kills on it, but it didn't have the actual 162. I basically only had 1 confirmed victory, so therefore, because it was right at the end of the war, it was regarded as a people's fighter, and they was going to say that they could say that any pilot could fly, but it found it out that basically if you wasn't an experienced pilot, you couldn't fly the thing very well. So there you go. So let's get. But he's looking nice, and there's the bits. They're all in the packets. And what I will do when I start the build on this, I will photograph all the sprues and put them on the beginning or the end of the video. So there you go. So that's my next between builds, is that I call that, for that, a between build, and it keeps my aircraft going, because I have got quite a few models of aircraft to build, and most of them are German. I've got a few English ones. I've got Tiger Moth, Airfix Tiger Moth to come. I've got an Su-27 to build at some point as well, and quite a few other things. So I've got plenty of projects to do. So as I said, Greg takes a bit longer, which is good for him, because he loves doing all that extra detail, and I can actually just get on with doing the other little builds in between, which is fantastic, because it means that we can both do what we love doing and still build together, which is good. Anyway, Steve Mottram, I've been chatting with him on WhatsApp for a while. He's not very well. He's in hospital at the moment. He'll be seeing this video anyway, so I hope he gets better soon and can get back home again, which is where he wants to be anyway. Very frustrating for poor old Steve. Anyway, so, and believe it or not, Greg Riley's gone down with a bit of COVID as well, but or his wife did. I think they both got COVID a little bit again now, a little stab. So he's not feeling a bit under the weather as well at the moment. So anyway, so basically this just explain why that I didn't do any updates for the 262, which I would normally do at least 2 or 3 to show how far I've got, what the progress is and everything. But that's it. But that is my next between build. So this is it. This is what I'm going to be building, and looking forward to that. And I'm also preparing now for our next build with Greg. So, but that video will come up once Greg's ready to start as well. So, thank you very much, and again, happy modelling. And I'm also about to see Ron in Canada, who's building his HMS Rodney and 1/200th scale. I've got the 1/200th HMS Nelson as well. So I'm watching along with his builds, and his builds take him a year because it's a big model anyway, and just the way his progress, I really like the way he does things, and then his film is fantastic and far better than anything I can do, but he's good. He's a great with his camera, and he's a good modeler as well, great modeler as well. So worth watching on old Ron on his ship build, and I will put a link to his channel below just so anyone wants to come on. He does a bit about his lovely pizzas and things like that, and he's talking about his weight. He's all sorts of things. So basically I watch him every morning because he does a big video most days, so you can watch him in the morning. This time I excuse me, I watched him about just before midnight, so when he just uploaded it. So but I haven't answered that one yet I will do today. So anyway, thank you very much again. I hope this hasn't been too much of a drivelly video, and it's just a quick one. Happy modelling, and I'll catch you in the next one.